QA is also checked the work is completely fulfilled the requirement. Then we will deploy the our work. And after that, the customers or the users for those we are working, so they can use this functionality. So we have to buy multiple user edition. That's why we have to buy these plans. Okay. So we have three things: our org, editions, and license. Okay. We can customize our requirement according to these plans. It is not necessary the things which are available in this plan. So we have to all the things we have to buy in this. We can contact with the Salesforce, and if we want to increase the particular thing requirement or its governor limits, so we can discuss with it, and they will guide us according to the plan. Okay, guys. So this is the how complete business environment work. Understand? Any question in this?
No, sir.
Okay, guys. So next we move to the our topic that yesterday we have learned about the sales cycle. So I show you the its two UI, classic and the lightning. Before this, I will also now I will tell you that how we work as a business requirement. So we have a one thing, it's a MVC. You learn about the server cloud and database. This is the same like that, how it work in a Salesforce. So the full form of this is a model view controller. So we have three things here. So what we do in a model, this is our model. It's a database where we store our data, fetch, retrieve, and do the CRUD operation in our database. Okay. And this is our controller where by using this, we handle these operation by performing the code or doing the different task using the Apex. It's a Salesforce language based on Java. So we have to writing a code in an Apex. Okay, guys. And third one is our model. Model is done, control is done. Third one is our view. So view is a thing where we build a screen. We create a screen by using the LWC, Lightning Order component, and Visual Force page. Also, we can use a screen flow, but mainly these three things are important to create a screen. So how they work? In database, first of all, everything we have to store data in our database. Okay, guys. Then to perform any task, we have to control our database by using operations with the help of the Apex class. So we have to control everything, our UI and our database. Then by controlling the database, it will reflect on our screen by using the Lightning Web component or Lightning Aura component or the Visual Force page. So this is the how complete MVC work of the Salesforce. Okay, guys. Next, I am discussing the topic about the Salesforce UI. So we have two type of UI. Hello. First one is Lightning, where yes. सर एमबीसी एक बार और बताइएगा जी. Like we have to understand, like before understand the Salesforce, we understand the things like our server and database and the cloud. आप समझिए कि मेन चीज हम वर्क करते हैं परफॉर्म वी हैव performing any task in a database, but you can't see the database directly. You have to use any service by using the server. So you have any file server or gaming server or a data server. You are using that server. You can directly connect with database. So you have to use this server. So this is the same like that. This is our database where we store our data, and we are updating our record, deleting record, creating. So these operations we perform by using the help of the controller. In Apex, we write about the SQL. So here Salesforce have a same like a SQL. We use SOQL and SOSL. So this is the Apex is a Java based language, like it's a server side language where the client side language and the server side language. Yes, sir. Yeah, I will also tell you about the client side and server side language. So we have two things: is the client side language, and another one is a server side language. What is the difference between them? We store our database. We are controlling a database from this side. The thing or the UI, we are working on this. So in this, we are controlling the UI. Like we performing the task in our in client side, we use HTML and JS. So in this language, we can't fetch or retrieve our data. But in Java, we can fetch the data, we can perform the SQL queries. So server side language are thing where we are controlling the database. Okay. Java, or you can say SQL, where so these are our two language, client side and server side. Okay. So in client side language, also we can store uh, data in a cache memory. It will show you the UI, also fetch a record fastly. But when you did a hard refresh or completely refresh your UI, so it will take some time. But in a server side language, we collate data and we will show this data on our UI on these screens. So this is how it work complete cycle to understand how the Salesforce work. So we have to create a data, handle this data, and after this we have to show on our screen. This is the complete basic cycle it work. Now you understand, or I have to use different example for this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, thanks. So that's why we have to clear our basic term. यहाँ पर अगर मैं कहूँ कि कुछ भी नहीं है अभी अगर हम बात करें हम अभी तक भी एक्सेल में ही हैं वर्ड एक्सेल में like this is our sheet. We are storing our data here in a row and columns form. These are storing data in a mainly in a table form. But these things are not fulfill our requirement. Now we don't need to store these things in, that we need our hardware. We can use our internet or we can access it from anywhere. First thing is that that's why we are using the Salesforce. And SQL, if any non-tech person is working on it and he want to see the data, like in any school, or is a English teacher or a mathematics faculty, so how can he see the data of his student? So he need another person who need how to use the SQL query. But in Salesforce, we are creating a record, we are managing our data and retrieve, we are using CRUD operation. We can create, we can read this data, we can update, we can delete the data. And it's a simple UI. Anyone can use this. Am I right? But we have to understand that how it works. The thing is, we are watching on this screen. This is the UI. So this is our record. Still, we can see that this is our row. We can see that data is in a column form. These are our records. Still, we are creating these things. But in a single record, we are storing the complete detail of the person. We can see anything from it and we can check the things which are related to this record. If in account we have a one record or another record, we can check it from here. We can directly by clicking on it, we can go it from there. So that's why Salesforce is better than the Excel and the SQL. We are using the Salesforce. Okay, guys. Now we are talking about the UI. So this is the new and fast. We can say that lightning UI is fast, but still, if we are facing that kind of issue, yesterday someone code is not came, and we have faced these challenges many times, refreshes, and we can see by using the classic. You can say that classic is fast. The things we made a changes on our UI, it is showing the reflect on the classic as fast compared to as lightning. But thing is not that. Thing is that the maximum people that are using are the Salesforce. They are working on the lightning. That's why it take time to update the things sometimes. But lightning is a fast as compared to the classic. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
This is mobile response. You can also take a screenshot or make a notes because after this internship, maybe they will conduct a one exam or test. So you have to prepare your notes from basic to advanced level. Okay. So this is a mobile responsive and this is not a mobile responsive. I tell you about this yesterday that what is a mobile responsive and how it works. When you create any screen by the helping of this using this, so we have to access that we can use these things adaptive screen, like if I have create any LWC or lightning order component and I want to add this on my screen through here. This is our page layout, and like I have one LWC and I want to edit on this our page. First of all, we have to give a permission to this UI that we can add on these pages. So we have to give access by when we are creating the UI, we got a three things: our uh, HTML, JS, and one is XML, extensible markup language. So in XML, we have to give access that on which target pages or the records we have to show this UI. So I create a different application for this. So when we apply this lightning order component on the screen, so we will get a thing that we have to show this UI on the laptop or it's also adaptive for the mobile or the tablet screen. So we can use these things by using the LWC or LSC. VF is most mobile responsive screen because it's work on the classic one UI. That's why it is not a mobile responsive VF. LIC and LWC, we can say it is a mobile responsive. Okay. And third one is a there is no single page architecture. And classic follow. So what is a multi-page architecture and a single page architecture? Anyone know? So anyone know about the multi-page architecture and the single page architecture? Multi-page architecture is a thing that every page have its different URL. So every time if we are open a different page, so it will show the different URL. If I am creating this duplicate in a lightning, so it have a same URL. It will easy to reload, not take that much time. But in a classic, every time it have a different URL, it will take a time and it will also increasing the load on a server. Okay, guys. So this is the things you can take a screenshot of this or you can make a notes according to you. Okay, guys. Take your time. Okay, okay. I will also write the definition of the mobile responsive and the things. It will helpful for your interview question. Hmm? Hmm. Okay, guys, this is the mobile responsive. Now I'm telling about the objects or you can say table in a Salesforce. Just a moment, guys. Guys, all of you, have you marked your attendance?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Ajay Rathore didn't mark his attendance yet, right?
What?
Actually, sir, we have a trainee, Ajay. Ajay, so like right now he didn't mark his attendance yet.
Ajay. We can
Yes, sir,
see
Ajay.
Ajay Rathod.
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. Wait a minute, guys.
Sure, sir.
Mhm. Okay, guys, get back to the topic. So I'm telling you about the tables, how it works. So first of all, we understand that using the table in our Excel. Then we start using the DBMS. Next, also we use the table in our Java. Every record we are maintaining, it's still we are maintain our record in a table form. But in Excel, we call a table and we have a row and column. But in DBMS, we call them entity. We call the row tuples in SQL. We call column attribute. In Java, we call them a class. We call row to object. We call them the column variables. But in a Salesforce, we call a table object. Okay, guys. So this is the object table. How we call these things in a different application. So we know basically Excel that we create a table in a row and column form. But in a Salesforce, we call the table as an object, and we call the row as a record and column as a field. So I will tell you that the how the object look like. So if I talk about this, this is not an object. This is the tab which we are showing here. Object is a singular form. It object name will be account, but the here is the accounts. So this is the tab. It's plural form. So we have a chart like that. Firstly, we create a app. Then under this, we got a tabs. Then we got a object. And in object, we got a uh, record and fields. So this is the how UI look like. It was object to tab, tabs to object. In object, we create a record. First of all, we create a field. Then we maintain a record in this. So this is the how it works. So how we access the object. So we have to go in a setup. This gear icon. Here we get a two things setup and the object manager. So this is our home page in a setup where we can access the different things like a app manager or the complete configuration of the Salesforce. We can access from here and we can handle it from here. Okay, guys. But for the object manager, we have to handle the objects and the fields. So in object, we can go from here. So account is our standard object. We can see we have a two type of object. So object, we have a two types. It can be a standard one and it can be a custom one. Same for the application. We can create a custom application or we can use the standard application. Like we are using the sales service and these environment which are provided by the Salesforce product. So these are the standard object of the Salesforce. Wait a minute. So these are the product of the Salesforce. We are using the marketing cloud, commerce cloud, CRM. These are the different cloud are available. With the some standard object given by the cloud, we are using standard object firstly. If our requirement is not fulfilled by using these standard object, then we create a custom fields or object according to the requirement. So we can see here account is our standard object and I created the advisor information and this is one is a custom object. So what is the difference between them? If we see API name is a different. I can control this gap, but in whenever we create a custom object, we code this hyphen hyphen C. Dash dash C. So this is the API name of every time of the custom object or the custom field. We got this annotation for the custom object and the fields. So how we can go inside the object, we can access it and we can see from this application our object by add on the table and the application. So if I want to create one object, like I have to create one object, I can create it by two type. I can click on this drop down and create a new object, or I can use this create custom object. Is it clear, guys? Any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. You डिफेंड है मेरा तो वैसे ही है. So, okay, guys, we can create our object from these two methods. We can create new object from this drop down, or we can create it by here. Okay, guys. So, clicking on it, like I am creating the object of the university. So, this is the singular name, label name, or a object name, which you can see from the starting that the account is a object name. But on the UI, we see the accounts. So we have to give its plural name. So this is the tab name and this is the object name. Okay, guys. And this is its API name. It will automatically define by using our object name. Now, whenever we create an object, we go to field that we have to create one field. We can create a field as a text data type or a auto number. So for a text data type, if I want to create a name that it's a Galgotia or JL Bajaj, so we can create a university name like that. Or we want to store a university detail on the behalf of number. So we will use the auto number for the numbers. So it will always a unique type of field. Whenever we create a reward, it's a unique, and we can use as a university and use this brackets and the how many numbers we want to store this, how it will store, like I want to store the detail like 001 or a 000001 or a single one, how it will look like. So I have to store things like that. Then how I want to show the order number of the university. So I want to show them as a 001. So I will update it here, or I want to starting it from the 9. So it will start from here. Okay, guys. So I have to create one mandatory field whenever we are creating an object. And these are some optional feature if you want to report and activities when we are creating an opportunity inside activity we got these things code product these things we got in an opportunity. So these are the things we are giving the access from here. And track field history I will tell you in the future. If you are updating a record of any field and you want to access it, so you click on it. The whenever anyone make a changes, you will see the history of the updation of the field. And if you want to use the chatter group, it's the Salesforce, like you are using the Microsoft Outlook or you are Teams, you are using that chat box. Also, Salesforce give you access. The users are working in a Salesforce organization. They can chat over here. Yeah. Okay, guys. So these are some object classification. If you want to allow sharing, this is the security way of things. I will tell you in the future. And if you want to access a object from here, like a global search, if you want to access from anywhere, so you will click on this checkbox to access it. So next is a object creation option. If you want to add a images or the any file you want to upload on this object, so you have to click on this notes and attachment option. And directly, if you want to go on a tab, how to create a tab, so you have to click this checkbox. Also, you can access the tab by a quick find box. So I have click on this, so I have directly go on a tab option that I have to create a tab. Here I reach to the tabs option. Okay, so our object is a university, and here we can upload a symbol or a style we want to add on these university object. So I can select anyone. Uh, building. So I choose this. Then we have to next on what, what kind of the application we want to access this object or the tab. So if you want to show this object on the sales of application, so you have to click on this. If you want to show on a service application, so you have to select this application. If you want, you will create your custom application or you want to just show this sale application. So you will click on single application, then we will save it. Now we can access this university object from here in a sales application. Maybe I have to refresh. So here we find this object. This is the tab name, universities, how it work. This is our application name, sales. This is our tab, and this is our object. I have to create a record in this because this is a standard one. There is no record. However, I will create. This will be automatically create. I have to add some fields here, and whenever we create a one object, we got these four fields automatically. This one field we have to create, and these three fields we have got it by the Salesforce and which are created by whenever we create a record, the details of the creator are date in it, last modified by, and the owner. These are the relationship with the user. Okay, guys. So these are the four fields. Whenever we create object, we got these four fields. So we have to create some field like here is we got a university name and I want to create one field as a text data type. These are the data types which are given by the Salesforce. You can use it like auto number formula. These are the different things I will tell you the last. But here is the data type which we are starting from here. The checkbox, the things which are click and right mark will be reflect on it by clicking on the checkbox. Like we click on the ads and add a notes and attachment or a launch a tab. So we click on that checkboxes. So this is kind of the fields we got by the checkbox. In the currency, these are the multiple data type given by the source. I will tell you that how they will work. Okay, so I'm clicking on the text data type. In text, we got a different kind of the data type. So here we can see if you want a combination of the letter, you can use this or you can text area where we get a limit of the 255 character. We can create the code in a two as minimum of the 255 character. If you want to store like an address detail and we have some detail we want to use the character more than a 255, then we will move to the text area alone. So these are the different data type we will use according to the requirement and the encryption which we will use if you want to create a field like a password. We don't want to share the things which we written in a password and it will be shown as a asterisk symbol or a star form. So if we want to encrypt that our text, so that time we use the text encryption. So now I'm using a text. I create one field on the name of the university name. I will choose maximum character length, but also in a 255 in it. But I will use a 50. So this is our field name. Like whenever we create an object, we go to object name, then tab name, then the API name of the object. This is the same as like the object. Here we got the field name, its length of the data type. Maximum we can use a 255 in a text, and this is the API name. You can change it here, and you can every time if you give a space in a name, so we will get this dash in our name. And if you want to make this field required, you will get the asterisk symbol like of this, that this field is a mandatory. Without creating a record in this field, you can't save a record. So if you want to make a required a field, you can use a required. Or like we create a university auto number data type field. If you want to store a unique value like a roll number or a employee ID, which is every time is a unique value. So these kind of detail if you want to store. So we will choose this unique field by clicking on this checkbox. And it will be a sensitive or a insensitive. Like if we store a value in a ABC form and we are writing the ABC. So it will accept this or not. So if the case is insensitive, then it will be accepted in a unique field. But if we click on this, so it can't be exceed except this. If we are writing in a capital, so it will not accept in a small. So this is the how it will work. If you want to give the access of the external IDs to the record, because sometimes if we have a data in a bulk and we want to import a data from the outsource, so we will give access for the external ID also. Okay. And if you want to create a default value or want to apply a formula on the field, you can apply it from here. So next we have to create a field. Now you got a field level security on the which user or the profile you want to show this field. So system administration is a mandatory one, and you can retrieve access from the other when you want to show that field to the everyone profile. So I will give access to the system admin. Next, on which page layout you will add on these things. Yesterday, someone is facing an issue that she will not see the code on their opportunity object. So we have to give access to one layout. So this one is our page layout, and this is a default one. We have to give access to this layout until we will not give access here. So the field is not visible on the screen. So next, I will save this, or now I can see this field on the university object, and I can make a report. So this is our university. Here I click on the new button. Here we got this university name, the custom field which I have created. Like we can say, is there any university name? Or I can use the default one like a university. Or any university name. So, so we are using like SVPUAT or any MET. You can say MET University. So I have created a record in this field, but this one, this field we got when we are creating an object. So it will create a unique record of this field. So I have create one record, and if I open this record, so I got this how I save the record uni 009. When I create a new record, then it will be a 0010. Okay, guys. Any question regarding this? No, sir. Okay, create one object as a college. You can create one field as your college name and make one record. Means you have to create one object college then college name, and you have to use a auto number with a 001 and create one field as a college name and make record of by adding your college name on this. Okay, guys, you have to do this task.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Sir, can you repeat once, please?
आपको एक ऑब्जेक्ट बनाना है कॉलेज नेम
Okay.
से
Okay.
एंड उसे एक्सेस देना है सेल्स ऑफ एप्लीकेशन में देन यू हैव टू क्रिएट वन फील्ड एज अ कॉलेज नेम एंड इन you can use a different field name also because when you are creating object you have to create one field by default and you have to create one field also college name and you have to make one record in a college object the name of your college आपको ऑब्जेक्ट बनाना है एक फील्ड बनाना है और एक रिकॉर्ड बनाना है ओके
Okay. Sir. Thank you. Sir.
सर कोई और नाम से ऑब्जेक्ट और रिकॉर्ड बना सकते हैं?
हाँ किसी और नाम से बना दो यूनिवर्सिटी बना लो और स्कूल यूज कर सकते हो
हाँ, मैंने कोई और नाम से बनाया था सर ऑब्जेक्ट, बता दो आपको।
अभी दोबारा बनाना होगा सेम
ओके सर।
सही ठीक है नहीं इस पार्ट में तो मिल जाए करली ब्रैकेट के अंदर आएगा
Hello, sir.
in curly braces you can use as a if you are using a college I'm sharing in a meeting chat like you are
Sir, am I
using a
audible?
college yes you are
स्टार्टिंग में देन
Sir, what should I enter? Auto number field?
you can use auto number I also send a format of the auto number in a meeting chat you can use it for a different
Okay,
one
okay, sir.
okay
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello. I create a college object, but it is not showing in my app launcher when I open my main
Yes.
URL.
You have to give access for this application by using a tab. So you have to create a tab, add this object in a tab. Then you have to add this tab in a application which you want to add. जब
Okay,
हम
sir.
ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट कर रहे थे सबसे लास्ट में एक ऑप्शन था ऐड एंड नोट्स एंड अटैचमेंट के नीचे लॉन्च अ कस्टम टैब डायरेक्टली तुम टैब उस पर चले जाते हो अगर वहां से आपका स्किप हो गया है तो आपको नेविगेशन में यूज करना होगा होम सेटअप में जाकर क्विक फाइंड में टैब वहां से आपको दोबारा वो टैब में ये ऑब्जेक्ट जो आपने क्रिएट किया है उसे ऐड ऑन करना होगा ट्राई
Okay,
करो
sir.
अगर होता है ठीक नहीं तो मैं स्क्रीन शेयर करके गाइड कर
Okay, sir. Now, sir, it is showing.
ओके
Excuse me, sir.
यस
Sir, in step 2, what we have to select? Visibility.
इन विच वन
Sir, the options are apply one tab visibility to all profiles and apply a
यस
different tab visibility for each profile.
you can use all if you want to show to all profile or you can use a system admin you can make a next
Okay, sir.
I have to ask something, sir. So can I ask
Yes.
for the for the records right now? I just created a record. So for the record, actually, the field name is same. Like I created a two field. One of them is inbuilt field like college name, uh,
Mm.
which is auto like I just selected C001, and the other hand, I just created a field like a college name where we can mention college just like Ramanujan and all. Actually, for both the we have a same field name.
Yes,
So
you
for
can
that,
edit or you can change a name. I will tell you that how to edit a field name. Don't worry.
actually,
Every
so
participant have complete. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry. ओके मैं बताता हूँ कि एडिट कैसे करना है See,
so sir, like we can also edit a standard field as well. Like API name will be remaining same,
no,
but
we
the
can change only the its label name.
yeah,
Like
yes sir, yeah label. So the API should be same, sir, right?
I create a university. Hmm. Is my screen is visible?
Let me check.
So
Yeah,
I
yes sir,
create
yeah.
this object and we have two field with the same name. But how to find? This one is a custom. We got this C dash dash C here. So this one is a custom and these are the standard. And here I choose a its auto number and but I using the university name and I want to edit it. So I go here, click a drop down, edit, and I want to choose university number and just click on a save. So I this field. I can't change these three fields. You got my point? These are the standard fields, but I can't change. I can't do any changes in these fields. But this field I created, so I change its data type, its label name. So these things I can change, but I can't delete this field. And the custom field which I created, I can edit this and I can delete this. I can take every single action from this. I want to change its security level access, everything I can change. If I want to access its field, change field type security, its data type, anything I can change here. Okay. But for the standard one, I only change its label name and its data type. Okay, guys. Let we will firstly I will tell you the if you will not see the tab, so you can go in on that quick find box, write a tabs, then here you get option of a tabs. Click on it. Here we got all the tabs which I created or the standard. So these are the tabs. If you create a one object, right? I am going to create one object as a student. So creating one as a student. And I choose here student. Uh, I'm using a roll number and I want to choose it as a auto number or okay, you do these things and I'm not creating a tab from directly from here. So I just create this object. I didn't make a tab. And if I want to access it from here, and so I can't use this. I can't search a student here. Even I can refresh it. So अगर मैं इसे रिफ्रेश भी कर लूंगा तो मुझे स्टूडेंट ऑब्जेक्ट की डिटेल नहीं मिलेंगे. So this is the why we use the tab for we can access it our UI from the UI. We can see it on our UI. That's why we have to create a tab. Or if you want to create any object and you don't want to show this object on the UI, so you can make its UI later. Still, I can't find it. So how can we create? So I have to create a tab. Go in a setup, go in a tabs, click on a tab, and I want to create by clicking on the new. By default, I get a field. So these are the fields or these are the objects of those which I have not created a tab. So our object is a student, and I will choose its style. Uh, just click on next and next. So this is the feature of the tab. By default, it is on. If you make it off, so you can't access it even from that nine dot again. So you have to give the access that the tab have access. You can access from by nine dot. Here we got the same page for the application on which application you want to show. I don't want to show our object or tab on these application. I will create a new application. So still, let's see. Now we can access a student object or not. We can access it here. Now I will create a its application. So how to create an application? Like we have a by default application, sales, service, and the different clouds have different application. So I will create one application by going in a object app manager. Here we go this application by clicking on the new lightning app. We will create our application name will be a university or a school. I will choose a university. It will take its name by default. If you want to upload any image like a university symbol or anything, you can upload it from here, or you can choose its color also. If you want to make its color, so you can use this. Okay, done. The university color will be symbolized like that, or you can upload an image. Okay, you can choose it from here if you have any images. Okay. These are the options. You have to just click on next and next. This is the utility bar. I will tell you in a future that how they will work these functionality. And here is you have to add the tabs. Like I created two object or two tabs. First one is a universities. So just select it here and click a drag and drop. So the university tab I selected. Second one is a student. So our second tab is a students. Now we add two tabs in our application. Go to next and on which profile we want to give access. So any user have access, then he will can create a record. So you can give a system ID because it have all the access or your own profile is also system ID. So just click on save and finish. So our application is created or the name of the university. Now, if we go back to this and write the university. So this is our application and this is our tab. So I click on this application, then it convert in a sales into university. Okay, guys, and we got that we create one record. Also, we got this. So we created this application. What?
Please repeat this topic. Sir, please repeat this topic.
Yes, yes. So we have created an application of the name of the university and add these two tabs, student and the university. You see, or I have to tell the navigation again. Like I have to go in the also write the complete navigation here. So how will you write this? Well, tell the navigation. You can go to Insider and the lightning at app name. By default developer name, it will take itself. You can choose its color or the image or the symbol you want to add on. Then next we'll do the third screen. You have to add a tabs first. Tabs. Then you have to add a profile. Profile like a system admin. One profile you have to select. Then you can save and finish. Same for the object. Setup. We will go to the object manager. We will do drop down or create a custom object. We'll choose okay. Then we will create one object as a its first one is a label name like then let's say API and like then we will give access. You can remember these or you can use save. Then we go to the tabs navigation also. We go to the setup. So we have to go in a setup, then search the tabs and go to new. Then we select object and go next. Then save it. This is the complete navigation, how it works. Okay, guys, you can write down this navigation or you can take a screenshot. Okay, guys, make a notes of these navigation. It is complete. Okay, noted. Okay, guys, you have got a message from the HR that you have to share your detail. We can take an example of this if we are like implementation of these. We can create these fields according to requirement, and it's a real life scenario as well. So we created a student object, and now we can create a different field also. Like our first field is a candidate full name. So we can use a student full name. So roll number by default we have created. So which data type is best for the name? So for storing the string type or the words, we use the text. But which is the best for the requirement? If we are just writing a single name or the just some words using some keywords to storing the record, so we will use the text. So I'm using the text data type again for the student full name. Length can be one name can be maximum length of the entire. So, and click on next and save. Save and new. So next requirement is a department. So we can have a multiple department. So for storing the multiple type of value, we can choose a pick list or multi-pick list value. So if we can select a single value at a time, so we will choose a pick list, or we can select a multiple value at a singular time. So we will choose a multi-pick list. So for the department, I will choosing the list data type like okay guys. So how to enter these values in this? We will choose enter values. Can you tell me the different department name? Like guys, can you tell your department name? Like
The
someone is
IT,
a
chemical,
CS, IT,
chemical,
Mechanical,
electronics,
civil,
civil,
Electrical.
biotechnology.
yeah, particle.
biotechnology,
Okay,
so chemical.
okay, biotechnology.
AI and ML.
AI भी आ चुका है. Okay, biotechnology. Use AI. I'm from the mechanical branch. I will choose the mechanical. So we have the different department here. So these values will be reflect over the screen. Next, save and new. And what is the new field? Roll number we have already created. In which year of college you pass out? Like so, in which year you are pass out for as a date? We will choose date. If we want to also make a decode on the behalf of the time, so we will choose a date and time. But we can choose a date at in which year you are pass out or month or a date. So we will give a name of pass out year and you can choose the date by default on it. I will see you the its UI. Save and new. Next requirement is candidate email ID. For the email, we can use the email, but still we have the email type of the data type. Right. So why do we have these kind of the data type like an email ID or a phone number when we can save it from by the text data type also? Because in a text we can store the alphabetical or the numerical value. So why do we get these? So it will be next field is a what is HOD email. Skip it because we already used the email. Duration of the internship start date and end date. Okay. For the duration, which field is the best one to we can use text to use of multiple list. Like we can create a record of 3 months, or we can use a date. Like again, start date of the receipt. And another to also is a end date of the internship. Also, we can click on the student contact number. So we have the phone type of data type. Say now get back to the student object. Let's see how these fields are working. Now, if I will create a record, so can anyone tell his or her name?
Aditi Bharti.
Yes, Aditi Bharti. And what is the department?
IT.
IT, okay. Pass out here.
2021.
And like the June month and the date, yeah. What is the date today? 17. Okay. And your email ID is XYZ. Gmail.com. Internship is started at Monday, and we can think that it will be finished in the June. So let's take 3 months August, 15 it's Saturday month. But student mobile number is anything. So we have create a report like that as a send a requirement. So we can handle these kind of the records from the Excel, or we can handle it from the Salesforce. So we are just maintaining the data. We can make that kind of the table or make the record like this. So what is the easy to use or make a better UI or better enhancing, we can access it from here. If any person just came here and delete this record, what will it happen? So these are the things about the security and the UI, how they will use and how it will be handled. Just a moment, guys. Is there any issue
We
of
have
someone
also
in our yes?
actually, sir, right now I'm just asking. We have to also create this field right now, right?
Yes, you can create, but I have a question. Is any participant facing any issue in attendance or anything? Someone is drop a message to the
Yes,
HR, like,
Actually, I have missed to mark my attendance. It is
yes.
now view only. That's why I message you.
What is your name? It's
Swapnil Govardhani. I think my number is, I will tell my 91.
91. Just a moment. 91. Okay. Okay, you have. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Maybe, guys, you don't have access of now that you have to mark your attendance by yourself. So by tomorrow, I have to mark attendance by one. What is your name? James. Spelling of the mic.
we have other student as well, sir. Ishika.
You can drop your name in a chat meet. I will search and make attendance by here. Okay.
Fine.
See, just a moment, guys. See.
Hello.
Yes.
Can we need to create a university app and object and student object and their fields?
Yes, you can make. And I
Okay.
want to tell you one thing that what is the difference between these email ID and the phone number of type data type? When we have a text data type and a different text data type to store things. So why we use this number and the email ID type of. So directly it's a URL type of the data type. We can directly click on it. Like in if like an example, we are working for the Flipkart and there you got some issue and you connect in a service application. So as a one employee is working in a service application and he want to drop a message or he want to attend a call, make a call. So it will directly click on this and it will directly connect to them. Okay, guys. So this is like a URL type data type, email ID and the mobile phone. But in a text, we can't directly, by clicking on it, we can directly connect to that person. Okay, guys. So that's why Salesforce provide us these data type also. I just want to tell you about that. Or any other participant is also left for the attendance sheet. किसी का और कोई इशू है इसके रिगार्डिंग इस अटेंडेंस शीट में या अभी तक जो भी पढ़ाया है?
No, sir. Mm, Can you mention the field's name on chat, sir?
Yeah, yes, these are the same fields. Okay, I will mention in these fields. Just a moment.
Thank you, sir.